Hey, this is Tom from tdjacobs.com, and I just finished a few minutes ago the first day of the daily energy work in August. Today is August 1st. Thought I'd keep a little video diary to share some of the process that I go through, and also just to help understand, what it's like to do this every day, what it's like to do this. Over the last week plus, my diet has changed. I actually asked Metatron what I could do to help me do this better, to make sure that I could be on every day and do this. And he's been nudging me toward certain things and away from other things, and helping me realize that certain patterns and certain choices that I make that I think are okay, that I haven't found any problem with energetically or physically, that actually I could do better. And then other things that he just says, you need to realize that doesn't work. So one of the things is I've had almost no animal products for almost a week, and that's something that's a part of my life. I eat different kinds of things, or usually organic, grass-fed if it's meat, or wild caught if it's fish. But it's not abnormal for me to be eating animal products, and I've been doing that for years, and that's been fine. And the last week or so, I was edging away from it. For a couple of days, it felt weird, but then today I woke up from a nap. You can see I have a little bit of a nap here. But I woke up from a nap a few hours before, maybe like an hour, actually, yeah, like an hour before the call, and knew I needed to eat something. So I took like a tiny little bit of a cooked tuna steak that I had. I mean, just a little tiny sliver, and I just put it in my mouth and I chewed it up. And my body said, hell no. So I spit it out and threw it away. I kept this other piece just in case some other day I could eat it, but I threw out that little teeny bit, and so that's been a major thing. So I've been eating a lot more fruit than I think maybe I ever have. Well, that's not true. Years ago, I remember having like fruit salad every day for work, for several months at a particular job. But blending it in smoothies, which I generally don't take the time to do, and adding in greens, sprouts and spinach and kale, various combinations of different sprouts. And so that's been working, and I've been eating more nuts than usual for protein, and also chia seeds and hemp hearts for protein in the smoothies themselves. And then also eating dates. I started the first day in putting them in smoothies, and all the little particles ended up in the bottom of the glass, and I was very disappointed. So it wasn't actually smoothed in. So now I'm just kind of eating them now and then a little bit. And so it's basically vegetarian, almost. Yeah, it is vegan at this point, at least for this few days. And so that's been what happened before the thing happened. And I set aside to sit down at 5:30 p.m. before the 6 p.m. call, and to do the meditation, to get into that space and work with the beings and really get it set up so that when we get on the phone right at 6 o'clock, I'm ready to go and I'm in the right space. It's only a 20-minute call, so I need to be fully there before I talk to you. And but it really started about 2 o'clock. The meditative state started at about 2. And I had done a client reading till 1:30, and then I just did a few administrative things at my desk. And then I started to feel different, started to feel altered, a little high almost, and kind of went into that space in a very gentle way, in a low-grade way. And that's not abnormal before I do a big event. I don't think it'll be like that every day, starting 4 hours beforehand. But I ended up taking a bit of a nap. It took me a long time to go to sleep, because when I was actually drifting off, that was when I was working actively with Metatron. So it's kind of weird, because the space was happening, but I wasn't actively meditating. It was just kind of starting to happen. I slept for maybe an hour, woke up, had a little bit of a smoothie, leftover stuff from this morning, lots of fruit and nuts in there, and greens. And then sat down at 5:30, a half an hour before, to open the space and to meditate. And then I set all the tech up as because I'm just all the stuff with the phone and the headset and all that stuff. And and then the actual call itself, for me, that always flies by. And I can do a 60 or 90-minute event, and it flies by. It seems to me like 5 or 10 minutes. And so during the call, I had to keep an eye on the clock which I'm able to do. I'm able to open my eyes and while I'm doing that. And so it's a great first day. That's a great first day. I feel really clear. I feel grounded. I feel like it worked and everything went according to plan. And so now it's going to be every day for the rest of this month. And I'm looking forward to stepping into this empowered space every day. When I do work for people, it's easy to do. Meditation is easy to do for me when I do it with others and I lead them through it. When I do an event or a class or something on the radio show that gets me into that space. But to actively do this every day, part of me months ago when I was talking with my unseen friends about this, I couldn't imagine doing it every day. But now I understand. Yeah, clean up some things. Clean up some things in the food that affects mood, that affects choices, that affects motivations. So all, a bit of a cleanup process to be able to do it. And so this is a whole experience that's guided. I said, what can I do that can be helpful for people in a new way? And this was presented to me after doing the daily energy work with my mom. Now we didn't do it today because she was going to call in if she could. But we've been doing it for 6 weeks, I believe, almost every day. She's had a remarkable improvement in some minor health issues as well as her mood and her ability to be grounded to respond to something when appropriate instead of reacting to something just because something happened. She's somebody who gets surprised. When things don't go according to plan, she gets surprised, and part of her gets very, I don't know if it's nervous or frustrated, certainly. She doesn't like sudden things happening. And Aquarius South Node, so we can forgive her for that. And also Sun conjunct her Uranus, actually. So she's a very Aquarian person, doesn't like surprises. And so I've been helping her do that, which cleans up her relationships and cleans up her life and her ability to be sane and secure and know she's safe. And as I said, also helping her with certain health problems that are related to those things. So thanks for your time and energy. Today was day 1. There are 30 more days. I hope you can join me in doing this for 20 minutes, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. The details are linked in the comments section below or in the more info section below. Thank you and be well.